Have you ever felt drawn to a place that's wild, untamed, and full of stories? Somewhere that calls to your sense of adventure, promising something different from the ordinary. That's what led me to Georgia, a country that's both mysterious and inviting, waiting to be explored. This isn't the Europe you see on postcards. It's a place where ancient traditions blend with a vibrant modern pulse. It's raw, breathtaking, and alive. The landscapes here seem to stretch on forever, untamed and full of promise. Georgia sits between the Black Sea and the Caucasus Mountains, a land of ancient legends and vibrant spirit. Its history is written in every stone and echoed in every mountain breeze. Every corner here is a new discovery, every mountain a challenge, every path a story waiting to unfold. I came with a simple goal, to see if I could truly experience Georgia on a tight budget, to prove that adventure doesn't have to be expensive. I wanted to hike, taste, and connect, not just skim the surface but dive deep into the heart of this country. Georgia promised adventure and authenticity, the kind you can't find in guidebooks. From the moment I arrived, the energy was electric, like stepping into a forgotten dream where every moment feels alive with possibility. This journey is for those who believe travel is about connection, not just sightseeing. It's about sharing stories, meals, and laughter with strangers who quickly become friends. Georgia proves you don't need a fortune for a life-changing experience. Here, generosity is a way of life, and every meal is a celebration. It welcomes you with open arms, ready to share its secrets and traditions with anyone willing to listen. So, come along as I explore the wild side of Europe, where every day brings a new adventure. Let's get lost in ancient streets, climb mountains, and chase horizons that seem to go on forever. Together, we'll discover the soul of a nation, one that's proud, resilient, and endlessly welcoming. The path ahead is unwritten, winding through valleys and up into the clouds, inviting us to write our own story. Every day is a blank page, waiting for a new story, one filled with wonder, challenge, and discovery. Georgia encourages you to wander, to lose yourself and find something unexpected along the way. Explore, breathe, and be present in every moment, letting the country's magic unfold around you. Join me as we uncover the magic of Georgia, a land where the greatest adventures are found where you least expect them. Let's begin this unforgettable journey together. I landed in Tbilisi with $700 in my pocket, a backpack full of hope, and a sense of excitement for the unknown. My mission was simple: make every dollar stretch and turn it into a real adventure, not just a checklist of sights. In most of Europe, that budget would barely last a week, eaten up by pricey hotels and tourist traps. But Georgia is different. Here, your money stretches further, if you travel smart and embrace the local way of life. I chose family-run guest houses over hotels, where the welcome is warm and the experience is personal. These places offered not just a bed, but a window into real Georgian life, with stories shared over homemade wine. For getting around, I hopped on marshrutkas, local minibuses that are not only cheap but also full of character and surprises. Riding with locals, I got to see daily life up close and feel the pulse of the city and countryside alike. When it came to food, I skipped the fancy restaurants and sought out small bakeries and family-run eateries tucked away on side streets. A fresh Khachapuri or a steaming plate of Khinkali cost just a few lari but tasted like a feast. Local markets overflowed with vibrant produce, homemade cheese, and church kela. Delicious, affordable, and full of local flavor. Eating this way wasn't a sacrifice, it was a culinary adventure, introducing me to new tastes and friendly faces. So, is $700 enough for a real journey in Georgia? Absolutely, and then some. That budget covers cozy accommodation, local transport, hearty meals, and even leaves room for epic hikes and spontaneous adventures. Traveling on a budget forces you to be creative and resourceful, and that's where the real adventure begins. The freedom comes from knowing you can have a rich, meaningful experience without financial stress weighing you down. Georgia proves that the true value of travel isn't measured by what you spend, but by the memories you make and the connections you forge. Here, every lari counts, and every moment becomes a story worth telling. To truly understand Georgia, you have to taste it for yourself. The country's soul is found in its kitchens and around its tables. Here, food is more than just sustenance, it's a celebration of life, family, and centuries-old traditions. Every meal is a gathering, every table a stage for stories and laughter. My journey began with Khachapuri, The iconic cheese bread, warm, comforting, and unforgettable. The gooey cheese and golden crust are a symbol of Georgian comfort. Then came Khinkali, plump, spiced meat dumplings filled with savory broth, each one a tiny parcel of flavor and tradition. There's a special way to eat them: bite, slurp, and savor. It's a ritual that brings people together and sparks conversation. I tried to master the technique in a bustling Tbilisi eatery, surrounded by laughter, clinking glasses, and the warmth of new friends. But the real heart of Georgian food is the supra, a traditional feast led by a toastmaster, where every toast is a tribute to life's joys and sorrows. I was invited to one in a village, where the sense of community was as rich as the food itself. The table overflowed with grilled meats, walnut pastes, endless bread, and vibrant salads. Each dish prepared with care and pride. Each toast, dedicated to family, peace, and guests, deepened the sense of connection. Hospitality here is legendary, and every guest is honored. Even a simple question can turn into an invitation for coffee and heartfelt conversation, no matter where you are. Guesthouse owners treat you like family, sharing stories, homemade wine, and making you feel instantly at home. This generosity is the secret ingredient in every meal and every memory, passed down through generations. It's what makes the food taste better, the laughter louder, and the experience truly unforgettable. In Georgia, hospitality comes straight from the heart, offered freely and without hesitation. And it's everywhere you go, making every traveler feel like they belong. Landscapes define a country, but its people bring it to life. In Georgia, I found warmth, resilience, and pride woven into daily life. Women here are pillars of tradition and strength, moving with quiet confidence. As a solo traveler, I always felt safe. Help was offered freely. Kindness was everywhere. Small acts, like a stranger walking me to my destination, defined my journey. Sharing stories over homemade wine, learning a few Georgian words, I felt part of a community. The true treasure of Georgia isn't just its scenery, it's the people who call it home. Their openness turned my adventure into something deeply human. The call of the Caucasus Mountains is irresistible. I traveled the Georgian military highway to Kazbegi, where the landscape is epic and the air is pure. Hiking to the Gergely Trinity Church, I found peace and freedom with every step, but I wanted more, so I ventured to Svaneti, land of ancient towers and remote villages. Ushguli, one of Europe's highest settlements, felt like stepping back in time. I hiked wildflower meadows, crossed streams, and met shepherds who shared stories and simple meals. These mountains challenge you and reward you with awe. Here, nature is still in charge, and adventure is everywhere. This is Georgia's wild, untamed heart. Georgia's history is as dramatic as its mountains. My journey began in Mitsketa, the spiritual heart, home to the magnificent Svetitskovely Cathedral, then to Uplist-Sike, an ancient cave city carved into cliffs, echoes of a lost world. Exploring its tunnels felt like being an archaeologist in a forgotten city. But the real magic is in the hidden gems, like the David Gareja Monastery in the eastern semi-desert. Monks still live in these rock-hewn caves, their walls covered in ancient frescoes. Standing on the ridge, looking out over vast plains, I felt a deep sense of wonder. These sites aren't just relics, they're living parts of Georgia's identity. History here is alive, woven into the land and the people. Every stone tells a story of resilience and faith. My time in Georgia ends, but the journey lives on in memories and inspiration. I came with $700 and curiosity. I leave with a heart full of warmth and awe. Georgia is more than a destination, it's a feeling. The taste of Khachapuri, the sound of a super toast, the sight of mountains touching the sky. Traveling on a budget let me see the real Georgia, its people, food, and wild landscapes. This country's magic stays with you long after you leave. If you feel the pull of adventure, maybe Georgia is your next story. You don't need much, just an open mind and a sense of wonder. Georgia will reward you with experiences more valuable than anything money can buy. Let this be the start of your own journey. Discover the wild side of Europe. Where adventure is still alive. Are you ready to answer the call? Let's go.